Hey Magic players, Barry White from Magic Untapped here. It is a pack cracking video for this month, but we're doing a little different, if you might tell, because I actually have an intro this time. What we're doing is we're cracking open this box of Core Set 2021, just released from Wizards of the Coast, brand new premier standard set for Magic the Gathering. So let's get this baby open all 36 packs and see what kind of treasures await us. But before we do that, a special shout out and thank you to our Patreon supporter, Stacks of Packs. It's because of your support that we can continue doing what we do here on the channel. Now on to the pack opening. Alright, box of Core Set 2021, Magic the Gathering. Let's see how it goes. Open this guy up here. Give that nice display look. Oh, isn't that nice? Boom. Isn't that nice? Move this up here a little bit. And let's get to work. This first pack, I'm going to actually walk you through every card a little bit, but then as we get going with the other packs, we'll just speed through the commons and probably the uncommons as well here. Let's see. Alright, Angel Token, Basic Plains, our rare, a Spore Web Weaver, 1/4 reach, hexproof from blue for green and 2. Says whenever it is dealt damage, you gain 1 life and create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. How do you like that? It's a spider that makes sapperlings. Unleash Fury, red and 1, double the power of target creature until end of turn. Kyrian Dryad, 1/1 for green and 1. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Twin Blade Assassins, 5/4 for 3 black and green. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, draw a card. Bit of a draw engine there. And then commons, Silent Dart, Scorching Dragonfire, Forgotten Sentinel, Mind Rot, Daybreak Charger, Walking Corpse, Ranger's Guile, Revitalization, Thrill of Possibility, and cancel. And now moving on from here, we're just going to kind of speed through the commons and we'll more or less highlight the rares and anything that really kind of catches our eye here. So, Backwater, Foil, Anointed, what is that? Chorister? Either way, it's pretty. Rare, Niambi, Esteemed Speaker. Niambi is Teferi's daughter, by the way. And this is a 2/1 for white and blue. Legendary creature, of course. Has Flash. When Niambi, Esteemed Speaker, enters the battlefield, you may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, you gain life equal to that creature's converted mana cost. And for 1 white, blue, and tap, discard a legendary card to draw 2 cards. Our first Mythic, Baneslayer Angel. It's a reprint, 5/5 for 2 white and 3. Flying for strike, lifelink, protection from demons, and protection from dragons. Baron, Tolarian Archmage. This is the technically 3rd appearance of Baron, as there's a Vanguard card and there's the original Baron Master Wizard card from the Urza's, I think it's from Urza's Saga, definitely Urza's block. Anyway, this Baron, 2/2 for 2 blue and 1. When Baron Tolarian Archmage enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Okay, the rare Speaker of the Heavens, 1 white for a 1/1 with Vigilance and Lifelink. Take that, Banalish Hero. Says, tap, create a 4/4 white angel token with flying. Activates this ability only if you have 7 more life, at least 7 more life, than your starting life total, and only when you can cast it as a sorcery. Dual Land, Temple of Epiphany. Yes, the Scry lands are back for a 2nd core set in a row, and 3rd time in the last, I don't know, 4 sets, I think. Anyway, red-blue Scryland. Got foil Bloodfell Caves. Only a common, but still quite pretty. And then another Scryland, this time the black-green one. Okay, as you saw just a moment ago, there was that card with an alternate frame. We do have alternate frames and full frame artwork and all that stuff in this set as just a way to spice things up. Basari's Lieutenant. White and 3 for a 3/4. It's a human knight with vigilance and protection from multicolored. When Basari's Lieutenant enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. When it or another creature you control dies, if it had 1/1 counters on it, you get to create a 2/2 White Knight token creature with vigilance. Best foil in the box right here. A Colossal Dreadmaw for you. Rawr. Alright, our second mythic, Mangara the Diplomat. Mangara, a character from the Mirage block. Mangara, white and 3 for 2/4 human cleric, legendary of course. Lifelink, when an opponent attacks with whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts a second spell each turn, you draw a card. So there you go, some white card draw for you. It doesn't happen that often. Feline Sovereign, dogs and cats are actually a thing in this set. They're a major theme. This is a cat for green and 2, 2/3. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs. Whenever one or more cats you control deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So this is a cat that just knocks off all your precious, expensive things and, you know, doesn't give a flying you-know-what about it. Foily Land, like foil basics. Okay, the rare Ghostly Pilferer. It's a 2/1 Spirit Rogue for blue and 1. Whenever it becomes untapped, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Discard a card, it cannot be blocked this turn. Conspicuous Snoop. It's a 2/2 for Goblin for 2 red. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast Goblin spells from the top of your library. As long as the top card in your library is a Goblin card, Canipia's Scoop has all activated abilities of that card. Sad Robot. Solemn Simulacrum. Rare, good reprint rare. 2/2 for 4, but when it comes into play, you get to search for a basic land card and put it into play tapped, and then when it dies, you may draw a card. Foil uncommon, Waker of Waves. Third mythic, Discontinuity. Either way, it's an instant for 3 blue and 3. As long as it's your turn, the spell costs 2 blue and 2 instead. End the turn. That's simple. Turn over. Done. Okay, rare Sublime Epiphany. 2 blue and 4. Instant, choose one or more. You could counter target spell, and or counter target activated or triggered ability, and or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and or create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, and or target player draws a card. Very versatile, a little expensive at 6 mana, but very versatile, pretty popular card. A second Sad Robot. A third Sad Robot, but this time it is your full frame alternate art. Pretty darn cool, huh? And another thing, a Ruined Halo. Reprint 2 white enchantment. As Ruined Halo enters battlefield, choose a card name. You have protection from the chosen card name. I name Lightning Bolt. Okay, rare, Maze Mind Tome. Artifact for 2, put a page counter on Maze Mind Tome, just scry 1. 2 untap, put a page counter on Maze Mind Tome, draw a card. When there are 4 or more page counters on it, exile it and gain 4 life. A second Feline Sovereign. A second Niambi, esteemed speaker, I cannot say the name. Oh well. Foil chrome replicator, and a suitable that it's a foil, being that it's chrome. Alright, Karavik the Spiteful, yet another character from the Mirage block. Karavik was the villain in the set Mirage. It's a 3/2 legendary human warlock for 2 and 2 black. Simply says other creatures get -1/-1. Okay, mythic number 4, I believe. Terror of the Peaks. It is a 5/4 dragon for 2 red and 3, flying of course. Spells your opponents cast at target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage to that creature's power to any target. Pretty cool. Rare, Scavenging Ooze. It's a pretty good legacy card, really. 2/2 for green and 1. For 1 green, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and you gain a life. Okay, our rare here is a Shacklegeist. It's a 2/2 spirit for blue and 1, flying. It can only block creatures with flying. Tap 2 untap spirits you control to tap target creature you don't control. Pretty Island. And a foil. Angelic Ascension, uncommon. And our rare is Rada, Heart of Kel, legendary creature from I think the Time Spiral block, Rada might be. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Either way, it's a 3/3 for 1 red and green. Says as long as it's your turn, she has first strike. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. And you may play land cards from the top of your library. And then for 6 mana, 4 red and green, she gets +X/+X until end of turn, where that is the number of lands you control. Another foil, common this time. Read the Tides. And a rare, Azusa Lost But Seeking. A terrific reprint, very happy to see it in a core set here. It is a legendary creature, a 1/2 for green and 2, but Azusa lets you play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. Very strong card and a must-have in the modern Primeval Titan deck, I believe. Okay, alternate frame rare. This is Garrick's Harbinger. It's a 4/3 for 2 green and 1, and that alone is good. But it also is hexproof from black and reads, whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards on the top of your library. You may reveal a creature card or a Garruk planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. The rest of the cards go on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, and rare. Yep, it's another one. Pretty Swamp. And the rare this time, Durell Monrovi Recluse. Wow, that was hard for me to say. Anyway, it's a 1/2 for green and 1 legendary creature, Human Druid. It reads, whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. And then for 2 green and 4, until end of turn, creatures you control have base power and toughness of XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Chandra's Incinerator. It's a 6/6 for red and 5. Elemental. Says this spell costs X less to cast, or X is the total amount of non-combat damage dealt to your opponent this turn. It has trample, and also whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Incinerator deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Foil rare this time, another Joriel. And the actual rare, Thieves Guild Enforcer. It's a 1/1 flash for 1 black. When it or any other rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. And as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, Thieves Guild Enforcer gets +1/+2 and Death Touch, so it turns into a 3/2 Death Toucher. And if you notice, this card says mills 2 cards. Yes, Wizards of the Coast finally decided to use the colloquial term mill as an official keyword. Oh, now isn't that just gorgeous? Mythic number 5. It is the alternate art, full frame, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Wonderful reprint. This is not actually seen print, I don't think, since its original printing in Fate Unforged. Or Fate Reforged? I don't know. Cons block, middle set. Anyway, absolutely amazing to draw this card, or crack this card out of this pack here. Get in focus. Get in focus. Focus! Focus? Ah. Anyway. Okay, rare this time is a Stormwing Entity. It says for 2 blue and 3, you get a 3/3 elemental. The spell does cost blue and 2 less to cast if you've already cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. Has flying, has prowess, and when it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Well, that's weird. Ha. Our second Radha, Heart of Keld. And in our penultimate pack, we have a foil Liliana's Steward, along with the rare Necromentia. For 2 black and 1, it's a sorcery. It says choose a card name other than a basic land card name. Search target opponent's library, hand, and graveyard for any number of cards that have that same name and exile them. That player then shuffles their library and creates a 2/2 black zombie creature token for each card exiled this way. Well, from their hand at least. And final pack. Not a bad final pack. This is a foil, full art, Scavenging Ooze. Not a bad way to end it. Followed up with Demonic Embrace, which is the enchantment aura. 2 black and 1. Enchanted creature gets +3/+1, has flying, and is a demon in addition to its other types. You may cast Demonic Embrace from your graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card, in addition to paying its other costs. And well, there you have it. Honestly, a pretty darn good box. This box was purchased locally at my local game store, Big Brother Comics, in Midtown, Sacramento, California. Got it for, if memory serves, right around $96, $94, $96 before tax. I think it was like $103 or $104 after tax. Just 2 cards alone, Ugin the Spirit Dragon and the foil Scavenging Ooze, both borderless, more than cover the cost of the box. And honestly, pretty darn thrilled with this core set overall. I think it might be one of the best core sets printed, aside from some of the very early core sets back when the term core set wasn't exactly a common term. It was just called Magic, the latest Magic set, you know, the X edition, if you would. Anyway, if you like this video, please think about supporting us by subscribing to the channel, sharing it on social media, and if you really want to, go ahead and become a Patreon. Throw us $1, $5, whatever you want to help us support what we're doing here. And really, thank you for watching, and we'll do another more conventional pack cracking video first week of next month. And keep checking back every week, near the end of the week, for new videos here on Magic Untapped.